So done. So done. Tired of this team. I'm done with this team and this coach. Hey guys, it's your boy Sean Bellamy. I know you guys, when you usually see me making videos on this channel, I'm making videos talking about my Philadelphia Eagles. But besides being a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I am a I was a Penn State Nittany Lions fan. I'm done getting hype and supporting this team. Every year, under head coach James Franklin, who I'm going to talk about in a bit, every year the NCAA football committee, for some reason, puts the Nittany Lions in the top 10 or close to the top 10. You hear all about these things in the preseason rankings and stuff about how, man, they're ready to take the next step. James Franklin's a great coach. All this blah, 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 blah BS coming into the season for the Nittany Lions. Then they start out the season undefeated, like 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, whatever. And then they finally go up against one or two teams that they need to beat to not only get to their conference championship game, or at least stay on top of their conference, but at least try to get to the college football playoffs. And one of those two teams are Michigan and Ohio State. The Penn State Nittany Lions had a game. I think it's on still, or it might be over now. It's definitely over by the way the score looks and the time. But I got up after we turned the ball over. The Penn State Nittany Lions were down 20-6 to Ohio State. And again, it's the same song and dance with this team. They look good, throughout the season, but once they run into Ohio State and Michigan, the coaches forget how to coach and the players forget how to play football. It's like they can't do anything, and I put that majority of the blame, on James Franklin, the head coach. James Franklin, the Penn State Nittany Lions head coach, is overrated, and the reason why I say overrated is because for some reason when you hear the media talk about him, they give him so much praise and call him a great coach, which I don't know why. He absolutely sucks, in my opinion, as a fan of this team. I can't stand the game plans he comes up with, especially against great teams. I think, and I don't even know where this label came from, that he's a great coach when he doesn't even win the big games. I think his record is like 3-19, 3 wins and 19 losses against teams in the top 10. He doesn't beat ranked teams in the top 10 at all. He doesn't do it. And I think he's 0-9 or 0-10 now on the road against said top 10 teams. He cannot win, no matter if it's at home or away. When it's a top team or a top 10 team, ranked team in college football, he does not prepare his guys the right way, or their game plan is absolutely shit by the time they go face said team. I think against Ohio State alone, he's 1-9, 1-6, 1-7, I don't know the records, but he only has one win in his time as a Penn State Nittany Lions head coach against the Buckeyes. He's been a Penn State head coach for a good amount of time now, and he can't beat Ohio State. He fucking sucks as a coach, yo. And what makes this more disgusting, the reason why I'm done with this team, is because it's rinse and repeat. And for some reason, they gave him an extension or signed him back to last year. Penn State brought him back to be their foreseeable coach for the future. And I don't understand where the idea for that was. Why? Since when do you award coaches by giving them more money and more time to stick around when they're not even accomplishing the goals that I'm pretty sure you have set for this team? How many times can you be ranked in the top 10, get to this moment where that one big bully is in your way? The first bully is Ohio State, and you fall, you choke and you fold immediately before you even get to Michigan. Top 10 every year, and then like I said, I told myself this year, I told my girlfriend, I told everyone I could speak to about this when it comes to Penn State. When I saw we was ranked in the top 10, I wasn't excited. There was Penn State fans that was excited. I knew what was going to happen. They get you hype every time with that 4-0, 5-0 start. Offense looks somewhat good and passable. Defense looks great. And then when they finally go up against this team, the Ohio State or Michigan, the two roadblocks in your way, they don't perform. They're not ready or anything you want to say. And I put that on the feet of James Franklin. He's a god-awful coach. And I don't understand why Penn State even brought him back. I don't. I give him credit for post the Sandusky era for really bringing a university back and really having fans love, being Penn State fans again and all that. I give him his round of applause and his, tip of the hat, whatever, to James Franklin for that. But after that, dude, he should have absolutely been fired at some point these 2-3 years. I don't understand, man. This game against Ohio State was just another example of that, pure bar none. This was the perfect year to beat Ohio State. This is not the same. Ohio State came into this game ranked number 3, but by far, in my opinion, they're overrated as hell. Ohio State is not that good. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a stud. He's a beast. Their quarterback, McCord, is not good. Nowhere close to the talent they usually have at quarterback. You talk about the C.J. Strouds and the Justin Fields of the world, J.T. Barretts that used to wear those Ohio State jerseys. They are not a good team, dude. I'm sorry. Ohio State's a good team, but they're not unstoppable. They're not great. They're not a number 3 ranked team to me in the world. This was the perfect year for Penn State to finally knock them off and really show, okay, Penn State's arrived. They're here. But no, you get into the game, you watching the game. The defense, I can't even come at Penn State's defense. The defense did everything they could to keep the game close. But the offense play calling was vanilla, was conservative, was trash. The way that the offensive game plan, it pissed me off, and it pissed everyone off. Their offense looked horrible, yo. The play calls made no sense. Like, oh my God, man. And again, I know that's on the offensive coordinator, but I'm still putting James Franklin in that blame as well, because I know he has somewhat of input in the offensive play calling. Or at least as a head coach, you should be going to the coordinator and say, dude, what are y'all doing? Our defense is doing everything they can to keep us in this game, and y'all literally are not moving the ball, doing nothing. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking team, dude. That's my rant. I'm done. I'm done getting excited or trying to tell myself to get excited for a potential year that we can at least make it to the playoffs. I'm not even talking about winning the national championship. We have literally gotten close to... Bro, I'm done. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I can't really say much else. I can't stand James Franklin. I wish he would go. I don't know how, bro, they thought it was a good idea to bring him back. Oh, my goodness, dude. This game was so winnable. It was like 10-6 for the longest. Our defense was doing everything they can to keep us in it. And the offense just refused to do anything. The play calling was so trash. There was moments in the first half that made no sense. It's 3rd and 1. I think we were inside. I think we were at the Buckeyes 20. 3rd and 1. No. It's 3rd and 1. I think we was on the 40. It's our 40, whatever. We weren't on their side of the field yet. It's 3rd and 1. For some reason, I don't know why anyone does this. College football coaches do it. NFL coaches do it. It's 3rd and 1, but for some reason, they line up in shotgun. I don't understand why teams do that. People will say, oh, they want to spread them out. I would no. Just get an I formation, run a quarterback sneak, tush push if you want to be, hilarious about it, or just turn around and give it to the running back and trust that your offensive line can hold for 1 yard. No, what Penn State ended up doing was, against Ohio State in the 3rd and 1 early in the first quarter, they dropped back to pass on 3rd and 1. So we immediately punt after missing that, of course. And then it was 3rd and 5. This was the one, I think it was in the second quarter. I think late in the second quarter, it was 3rd and 5. Penn State was, they was on Ohio State's 20. So we're getting close to inside the red zone. It's 3rd and 5. They line up in shotgun, which I was okay with, but then they run the ball on 3rd and 5. So you pass on 3rd and 1, but you run it on 3rd and 5 and be conservative and settle for a field goal to go down 10-6 at halftime. Like, I don't understand it. You're on the freaking road. Why are you playing conservative? Why is the play calling so dead? James Franklin needs to go. This entire organization, this university, dude, I'm done getting excited for something that it's just insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. That's the definition of insanity. That is Penn State football in a nutshell when they run into Ohio State or Michigan. 9 times out of 10, it's definitely Ohio State. When they run into Ohio State, no matter if it's at home or away, they just know how to crap the bed and don't play well at all. It's ridiculous to me, man. I'm absolutely done. I'm so tired of this freaking team. I'm out, you guys. Peace.